In palaces made of marble and gold, where every breath is guided by protocol and every smile must be perfect, one princess dares to dream. They said her destiny was already written. They said love and duty could never coexist. But Princess Leonor of Spain believes otherwise. Because behind the royal walls and guarded gates, beats the heart of a girl who wants more than a crown. She wants a life filled with meaning, compassion, and love. Born on October 31, 2005, in Madrid, Leonor de Borbón y Ortiz entered the world surrounded by expectation. The heir to the Spanish throne, the daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, her life was destined to be extraordinary. From the moment she opened her eyes, cameras flashed, headlines wrote themselves, and the people of Spain looked upon her as their future. Yet for all the power and prestige surrounding her, Leonor's story is not one of privilege, it's one of quiet courage. From a young age, Leonor learned that the crown is both a gift and a burden. Her education was strict, her upbringing precise. Every lesson taught her not just how to lead, but how to endure. At only 8 years old, she began preparing for a life most adults could not imagine, one of total devotion to duty. But even then, those who knew her saw something rare in her eyes, a tenderness, a curiosity, a deep longing to understand the world beyond her title. Her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, carried the weight of modernizing a centuries-old monarchy. They wanted their daughter to be grounded, empathetic, and aware. So Leonor's childhood was not just one of palaces and ceremonies, it was filled with books, nature, and quiet reflection. Queen Letizia, once a journalist herself, taught her to see the world with compassion. King Felipe, noble yet warm, taught her that leadership begins with service. As she grew, Spain watched her evolve from a shy child into a confident young woman. Every public appearance became a testament to her poise. Every speech revealed her intelligence. And yet, behind her calm smile, there were whispers of the pressure, the expectations, the loneliness that comes from living a life where even your laughter must be careful. Because while most teenagers dream of freedom, Leonor's dreams are tempered by duty. She cannot simply walk through the streets unnoticed. She cannot fall in love without scrutiny. Every friendship, every glance, becomes a headline. But what makes her story so enchanting is that she still dares to dream. When she turned 18, Leonor took the oath to serve Spain, a solemn, historic moment that marked her official step into adulthood and leadership. Dressed in the uniform of the Spanish Military Academy, she stood before her nation with steady eyes. The applause thundered through the chambers, but behind that strength was a beating heart, young, hopeful, human. That was the moment the world saw her not just as a princess, but as a future queen with purpose. And yet, while the world saw duty, those closest to her knew she carried something else inside, dreams of love, of connection, of a life that felt real. Because no matter how regal, no matter how disciplined, Leonor is still a young woman who believes in love. Not the kind written in fairy tales, but the kind that grows quietly between shared laughter and whispered conversations. The kind that challenges everything duty demands. As she began her royal training, she met young leaders from other European monarchies, those who, like her, were born into power but longed for normalcy. Among them was Prince Christian of Denmark, a boy who shared her world of expectations and unspoken rules. Their paths crossed during royal gatherings, and what began as friendship sparked something deeper, an understanding. They understood what it means to live under watchful eyes. They understood the pressure of being perfect. They understood loneliness. And in that understanding, they found peace. Though their connection was never officially acknowledged, those who observed them saw something pure, a mutual respect that could only come from two souls shaped by similar burdens. Could this be the beginning of something greater? The question lingered, unanswered but unforgettable. For Leonor, love is not rebellion, it is bravery. It is her quiet defiance against a world that believes queens cannot have hearts. Her belief in love does not weaken her, it strengthens her. Because she knows that a ruler who cannot love cannot truly serve. The fairy tale of Princess Leonor is not one of castles and glass slippers, it is one of resilience and choice. It is about a young woman standing between tradition and transformation. Spain looks to her not just for leadership, but for hope, that the future can be kinder, more compassionate, more human. And while she continues her royal training, balancing education, public duties, and international appearances, she carries her mother's wisdom and her father's honor. But most importantly, she carries her own quiet truth, that being a queen does not mean silencing her heart. Within palace walls, where every move is measured, Leonor finds moments of escape, moments of music, of art, of journaling her thoughts when no one is watching. Those who know her say she writes often about her dreams. Not dreams of grandeur, but of peace, of service, of love that feels like home. Every chapter of her life weaves together duty and desire. Each decision she makes becomes a balancing act between crown and conscience. And as she grows into her role, the question deepens, can she keep her heart alive in a world that demands perfection? History has shown that few royals have dared to follow their hearts. Some were silenced, others broken. Yet there have been a few, those rare souls who managed to blend leadership with love. And Leonor might just be one of them. Because she understands something profound, that duty without compassion